Hi, railroad fans. My name's Jim McGill. I've been a rail fan since as long as I can remember. Been collecting trains as I go along. Again, I don't have an exquisite, expensive collection, but it is my collection, and I like it. As you can see in the title of this video, I want to show you guys something I found for the storage of my engines and rolling stock. Most of them are HOs. I do have a handful of O gauge, and I think they can fit in this thing if you lay them sideways. They don't fit in this container thing standing up. Found it at Michael's craft store. Right now it's on sale, so I got it relatively cheap. I think it's a nice setup. I'll show you guys some video of it right now, but first I thought I'd show you just some of my collection. I'm going to turn the camera around and you'll see what I got. I've been going through some of my stuff and actually just have it placed in the window right now, just as a kind of a spot before I put them away. Some of these bigger pieces won't fit in this display case. That's okay, but you can see right there. That's my Union Pacific set that I run. I got a really long passenger set of cars that goes along with that. Back behind us is, of course, most of you guys recognize the General. This is a really old set I'd gotten from my father. Actually, he gave it to my mother. My mother passed more over a year ago, and that is now my set, and I really love that set. Yeah, it's a beautiful set to begin with, but you know, it was a special gift from my father. My father's a Philadelphia cop, and back when he was alive, he had a friend in the department who actually, as a hobby, repaired and collected trains, and it was just given to my father, or my father bought them from him for relatively good price. He was a friend. Here you can see there's another one of those massive Union Pacific HO gauge trains. You guys probably know. I don't remember what the number of that is. Is it on it? I don't know if it's on the train or not. There's something like SD, and there's a bunch of X's in the name. There's a GG1. It's an International Hobby. GG1 right there. As I pull back out a little bit, I've got a large set here. I leave these in the boxes because they're safe in their boxes. The Walthers Empire Builder set. You guys may remember a couple years ago that was a subscription set where monthly they released a car and you bought them. And then here's the whole rest of the set. Gosh, how many of them? There's 5 there, 10. And here's a couple of the engines to go with that set. Again, I kind of like passenger trains. It's kind of my thing, passenger cars. I run around to pay attention. I think on the floor, that's just one of those Christmas toys belonging to my son. But this is the box I'm talking about. I will leave a link below in the comments. This is from Michael's craft store, and you could see Viola, right? That's how the trains go in there. They can sit either straight up. The door still closes. When they sit up like that, upright, you can't really read the names. This is kind of nice. I think I've been able to take a picture of that drawer. So when I'm out shopping at a train show, I'll be able to have those pictures set. Now this is kind of odd. I have a set of Eagles trains here. There's one of the passenger cars. I know there's about 4 or 5 others downstairs in my collection somewhere you can see. But it's kind of an odd story. This again was another subscription set. And the first cars they sent me were the A and the B unit, but the first ones, they made a mistake. And they sent me Eagles main engine. And the B car they sent me was Oakland Raiders. I'm not quite sure how they did that. So I ended up going back on the eBay and buying more with the intent really of just having the A and the B. B car is the B Eagles car. So I guess technically I ended up with 2 other A cars. And like I said, there's more passenger cars somewhere. I've just been, being as I got this new setup and reorganizing. There's just some of my Penske passenger cars. Yeah, you can see there's, you know, kind of my go-to thing with freight cars is I like flashy colors. I like nice colors, and I like something with a, you know, a big name that people know. Baby Ruth Twinkies, Heinz, Juicy Fruit, Nabisco. You guys can see that better than I can. What's it say? Wow. Maine products. Okay. Reefer car, Napa. You see that, right? You can see this next box here. I did end up putting those on their tops because I was having a hard time fitting things in. See Burlington Northern. Tell you what, let's hold the video right there, and I'll turn the cars over so you guys can see them all. All right, I just moved some cars around, and we should continue to show you what's going on. Again, here's another drawer full of freight cars. Again, like the things, Welch's Grape Juice, Baby Ruth, 7-Up, Kraft, Burlington Northern, right? What's that one to say back there? This Union Pacific. Down here, another thing, freight cars, nothing crazy. Peppermint Patties, Austin Purina, Domino Sugar, some livestock cars, freight cars. What have we got here? I got some coal cars. Another looks like a stock car for putting critters in. Oil tanker. And again, these can all be organized. I didn't turn these over. This is you can say drawer full engines. One of my go-to engines is the F3 and F7s. Big fan of that. This is an older steam engine I've had for quite some years. Nothing crazy expensive in here. Again, another couple of bigger freight cars. I think these are at the 60 feet, and those are 40s. Another couple of oil cars. This is kind of a set down here I've been working on. These are all state cars, so I'm going to try and go ahead and build up an entire set of those state cars. You can see they fit real nice in that thing. The drawers have little tabs, so they don't pull out and drop it on the floor. It's a nice top on it. It's very thin. Comes on wheels, right? So I can move it around as I need to. You know, as I'm sitting there talking to you fine folks, I think I'm going to go ahead and buy another one of these. Again, it's on sale at Michael's as a Charlie, Philadelphia Transit Company. I'm a local Philly guy. And this is, looks like a San Francisco cable car. I got a couple of cabooses. Right now I'm still trying to figure out my organizational strategy, because you know we must have one for these types of things, right? Being organized is part of the fun. Right now I don't have a layout set up to run all these fine trains. Working on a project right now to restore or actually build my basement, so I have a place to run them. But you see, that's a nice thing. I'm going to and kapow! Now we're back through the help of modern editing. I've opened up my computer to show you guys this kit from Michael's. It says it's a 10-drawer rolling cart by Simply Tidy. I like this. You can see it's $29.99 regularly, $49.99. So by my math, right, that's $20 off. You know, I went in there looking for pieces and parts. I'd seen another YouTube video with a fella teaching us how to make a train storage system. So I went there to buy the parts for the train storage system, and I just happened to walk by and see this thing sitting there, and I thought I'd give it a shot. Now, I do believe there is a limitation to it. Maybe you find folks could come up with something to do. There's no lid, right? I think I'd really like to have something to cover them, maybe to keep the dust out. I wouldn't want to keep these in this current setup in a dusty environment. I did buy felt craft stuff, and I put it on the bottom But laying my cars on something hard, unless they need me to scratch. Again, I really have super expensive stuff, so I'm not super worried about scratches, but there it is. My particular goal is to leave that in an environment that's relatively clean. And again, maybe you guys can come up with something, maybe I will myself, maybe something to just lay over top of them. I guess if I took a piece of felt and covered it and just laid it over the top, that'll keep them from accumulating any dust. But there you go, guys. I think this is a tremendous storage system, at least for my HO cars. I haven't counted those, but like many of us, I had trains stored all over the place, right? I had boxes down in the basement for years. Some of them were in their original boxes. Some of them I kept the original boxes. Some, like I showed you, my Walther set, I'm keeping in the boxes it came with. I don't think you can get any safer than that. But if you do have, like many of us do, lots of rolling stock that's laying around in boxes that may not fit, they may not have the plastic inserts, they may not have styrofoam in it, they just kind of roll around inside the box. Maybe they're not that valuable of a piece that you need to keep the box. The boxes can mean something. My dear wife took all my Star Trek ornaments one year, and she thought she'd really help me out by throwing out the boxes and wrapping the ornaments up separately and putting them away. She was not aware that some of those boxes are part of the thing of collecting. These trains I'll put in there are not part of collections. But there you go, guys. Name's Jim McGill. Come from outside of Philadelphia. Been loving trains my whole life. You guys have any thoughts or comments? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Have a good day.